going to start his reverse offset. Now, this position that he has right now is great. His rear bumper is next to that cone. You can be a little bit past the cone, but having your bumper at the cone is optimal. So he chose to back up and get a little bit deeper into position. That's okay. Right where he's at, that's still great position right there. First turn is going to be a hard left. A hard left is going to start angling the trailer towards the box. If you look at the landing gear, you see how there's like a V that goes this way, and then there's another one that goes this way. In the middle, they meet together. Now he went to his muffler, got to that yellow paint. That's great right there. Not all trailers are going to have the paint, obviously. I just put it there as a reference point. But once they start doing the maneuver, they no longer need it because they know where to turn. So then his hard right to get himself straight back with the trailer, and he reveals the 3 cones. We want to see a 1 foot gap between the side of the trailer and the cone. Now, I wish he would have kept going back a little bit more because he wasn't straight. So he doesn't have that 1 foot gap, so he's moving his trailer over a little bit to give himself that 1 foot gap. And there it is. If I'm him, I would just keep the wheel straight and back up right there. Get that tire on that dotted line back there. That rear tire, as soon as it touches that dotted line, he's going to get down. He's going to check his angle. So this is his first out of 2 get downs. Now what you want to see there is that back corner of that trailer. You want to have about a 2 foot gap between the row of cones and the corner of the trailer. He has about a 3 foot gap. That right there tells me that his back tire is not on that line. He needs to back up a little bit more. If you were to start his turn from right here, his driver's side trailer tires would end up running over the cones on the driver's side. So he needs to back up, get his trailer tires deeper into the box before he starts that turn. Let's see what he does. So he got down once, so we're going to mark that. So we had 0 here, 1 get down. Okay, so he did back up. Perfect. I would stop right there. Now I'm going to bend down here so you guys can see what both sides of the trailer are doing. Watch how the left side, even though he's turning, that left side is going to start to get closer to that wall, and the right side should start to pivot around the cone. When I say left and right, I mean my left and my right. So the passenger side is getting close to the cone, while the driver's side is walking around the cone. What's up, sir?
You didn't mention this should happen between 20 and 45 PSI on the spring brake test. Is that automatic fail? Or?
So if he misses his PSIs on the air brake test, then that is a fail.
Just making sure. Kick him out, I'll get Cedric in.
Who's in there?
Bob.
Oh, okay.
He got everything else perfect. It was just literally just that.
Yeah, you should know better than that.
Yeah. Moving forward.
All right. Okay, so he is crooked in the box, but he's actually still within the boundary line. So he can just back up straight and get himself in that box. He's trying to fix it right now, but what he needs to worry about is if he kicks his tractor out too far. Okay, let's go check it out. So this is the second and final get down. You cannot get down anymore after this. Bumper is in the box. He's inside on that side. He's inside on this side. That is a passing test.